recording. I hope that date is not imprinted on every one of these because that would kind of make things fun because I'd have to edit it out. Ugh. Alrighty, we are recording. This is for airing on August 14th, 2019. The code for this is CW20190814. That's the date of air. Anyways, this is on new leaders. Cub Scouts, Packs, all that stuff. Alrighty. Many problems originate from not understanding the leadership structure of Scouts. Adult leaders, organizations run the program. Adult troop leaders are broken into two leadership types. Alrighty. Gonna start off with this new leaders. Backstage and scout facing. Place to be determined. Don't touch the table. Alrighty. Don't touch that. Alrighty. Hey, ScouterStan here. Thank you for joining me. Today I want to talk about new leaders. Yeah, new leaders. These are moms and dads that have decided to take on a leadership role. Whether it be in a pack or a troop, there has to be some understanding of how the whole system works. A lot of times, people who are involved with a pack move over to a troop and have a lot of problems. They need to understand that there's two different leadership styles. When you're dealing with a pack, the pack is completely run by the parent leader. The parent leader runs the pack. They decide the schedule, they know the program, they do everything, okay? The kids are there for the fun and enjoyment, and they're learning something. That's something that a lot of people don't know. While they're having a blast, they're actually learning something. So that's how Cub Scouts is scheduling. That is not how a troop is organized. A troop is run completely by the youth. The youth have a senior patrol leader, and that youth runs the troop. Scary, I know. But the leaders, the adult leaders, there are two kinds of adult leaders. There's what we call scout facing, which is the Scoutmasters, assistant Scoutmasters, all of those people who work directly with the youth to mentor, to guide and enable them so that they can actually have a program and a troop. So that's one side. The other side is behind the scenes, and it's much bigger and just as important as scout facing. We call that behind the scenes. They're like the committee people, the committee chairman, the COR, what they call the charter organization rep. Those are very important positions, and they're typically behind the scenes, and they come up at other things like award ceremonies. They will be there to watch them. They'll be there for boards of review. Those kinds of things happen often in the background. So understanding these two things will help new leaders understand their role and their purpose within the unit. Okay? That being said, there are many different factors when dealing with it. The leadership types can be of those two kinds for a troop, and for a pack, the committee is behind the scenes, but still, they have their own roles. Okay, that's something that can be done, and you want to make sure that each role is covered, and each role goes through training. Training for adults is done online. It can be done in person. It can be done live. Check with your district. And the way you do that is at Roundtable. We'll talk about that later. But Roundtable is a good place to get the schedule of different training that's going on so that you can be a better leader. So, but with all that, the dens and the den leaders, they kind of run their thing with the youth, for the youth. And then with the troop, again, senior patrol leader, they're the ones running their program. One of the key factors is that the adult leadership needs to be in the background. They're not the focus when you're dealing with a troop. A truly youth-led troop, the adults are there, they're in the room, but they are not the ones on stage. They're not the ones talking. That's the youth. The youth actually run the youth meeting. Okay? Different when you're dealing with a committee. Committee is all adults. Something to think about. So, new leaders coming in, there's a place for everyone in every single unit and every kind of background. And a lot of leaders get very frightened of a leadership role. Either they don't want to talk with the youth or they have problems with other adults. You know, that's something that they can work out. Keep in mind, everything in scouting has been written down. We've been doing this for over 100 years, so we know what we're doing, okay? Don't worry. Don't worry about it. It's all written down. You won't be left hanging, and you'll be very easy for you to get involved as a new leader. So some to think about, some tidbits in there. Go ahead and do your online training. It's easy. We'll do an episode about training. Not to worry, we got lots of coming up. All right? Until then, I will see you on the trail. Lots coming up. All right, marked.